I'm Dan Felder, the head of R&D for Momofuku.
Matt Radoffer, chef de cuisine, Momofuku Sambar.
So the Momofuku Culinary Lab started 3 years ago. It's an opportunity for us to develop a space that's just about creativity and working with fermented foods and traditional products that we use a ton in our restaurants. Things like soy sauce and miso and vinegar.
As the lab started out small and they were first getting a few different things, Dan would come here, bring us lots of little vials of different bonjis and hosans, things for us to taste. A vast range of unique flavors and products that we're able to create dishes around. One example is the porgy dish. We've had it on the menu for a long time, but in different iterations. Dan brought me some spelt bonjis, some frecca bonji, some farro bonji. We sat down, we're tasting just the basic grilled fish dashi, adding different quantities of the different bonjis in different ratios till we find something like, wow, that's cool, that's really interesting, that's flavorful, that's unique. For the Arctic char, what we're originally doing is we're serving it with pine nuts, and we were seasoning it with a little bit of shiru dashi just to add that a little bit of umami flavor to it. Now instead of using the shiru dashi, we're using a fermented pine nut product supplied from the lab, and that gives us that, in a sense, the amino acid, the umami flavor, but instead of, in a sense, diluting the pine nut flavor, we're ramping that pine nut flavor up.
That moment is one of the most fun for us, to see what Matt and the guys at Co and Noodle and Mapesh then go and make. We've really only scratched the surface.
So that's exciting to see because we're tasting things that we really haven't tasted before.